Let me enough. أعوذ بالله السميع العليم. The President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, His Excellency Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, represented by the Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Senator Kasim Shettima, GCON. The President of the Senate, Senator Godswill Akpabio, CON, represented. The Speaker of the House of Representatives, Federal Republic of Nigeria, Honorable Abbas Tajuddin, PhD. The Chairman of the session, His Excellency Dr. Goodluck Ebele Jonathan, former President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, former President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, His Excellency Abdulsalami Abubakar, the Deputy President of the Senate, Senator Barrow Ibrahim Jibrin, CON, the Deputy Speaker, House of Representatives, Right Honorable Benjamin Kalu, His Eminence and other emirs and chiefs here present. Please allow me to recognize and respect the well-established protocol. It is my honor to speak with you today about a crucial matter that affects the safety and security of every citizen in our great nation, and it is one that demands our careful consideration. The recent spate of kidnappings, banditry, activities of terrorists, and communal clashes have cast a dark shadow over our country, causing fear, pain, and uncertainty among our people. These issues not only threaten lives, but also have severe repercussions on our economy, social cohesion, and overall development. It is therefore imperative that we come together to address this critical issue and work towards finding sustainable solutions that will ensure the safety and security of all Nigerians. As we gather here today, our objective is clear: to explore ways and means of addressing this issue, including the possibility of establishing a state police force to combat this ongoing crisis. As the Minister of Police Affairs, I'm here to highlight the merits and challenges of implementing state police in Nigeria. I will emphasize that state police can enhance local responsiveness, improve crime prevention, and strengthen security at the grassroots level. I would propose a model for implementing state policing in Nigeria, suggesting a decentralized structure where each state manages its police force under a framework that ensures cooperation and coordination with federal agencies. This model would involve recruiting, training, equipping state police officers to meet professional standards while ensuring that accountability and oversight mechanisms are in place. Furthermore, I will recommend an institutional and legal framework that delineates the roles, responsibilities, and jurisdiction of state police forces within the broader national security architecture. This framework should include mechanisms for information sharing, collaboration, and coordination between state and federal agencies to address cross-border and transnational security challenges effectively. I would stress the need for a comprehensive national dialogue, such as this one, involving stakeholders at all levels to deliberate on the implementation of state police in Nigeria, considering the unique challenges and opportunities present in the country's diverse socio-political landscape. This dialogue should aim to build consensus on the way forward and develop a roadmap for the phased implementation of state policing, ensuring that it contributes to enhancing security, upholding the rule of law, and protecting the rights of all citizens across the nation. The centralized policing system in Nigeria, though historic, faces challenges in addressing localized security threats effectively. It is evident that a more decentralized and community-oriented approach to policing is necessary to forestall criminality and maintain law and order. Establishing a state police has several advantages, offering the ability to tailor law enforcement efforts to local challenges, enhancing responsiveness to emerging threats, and strengthening community policing while fostering trust between law enforcement and local communities. One of the most significant benefits is the potential for improved response times to incidents and emergencies. Currently, the centralized nature of the Nigerian police force often results in delayed responses to local crises, as resources are spread thin across the entire country. With state police forces, sources and personnel would be concentrated within each state, enabling faster and more efficient responses to local security challenges. Furthermore, a state police force would be better equipped to address the specific security needs of individual states. By having a police force that is more closely attuned to the local environment and culture, law enforcement agencies can develop strategies that are tailored to the unique challenges faced in each state. This localized approach can lead to more effective crime prevention and community policing efforts, ultimately fostering a greater sense of safety and security among the populace. By advocating for a decentralized state police system that works in harmony with a centralized police force, we can achieve a comprehensive security framework that adheres to the United Nations statistical requirements, promoting peace and stability across the nation. However, it is important to acknowledge that the establishment of state police is not without its challenges. One potential disadvantage is the risk of political interference and abuse of power at the state level. Without proper checks and balances, state police forces could be manipulated for political gain or suppress dissent, leading to deterioration of the rule of law and human rights abuses. To mitigate this risk, it is imperative that robust oversight mechanisms and accountability measures be put in place. Independent oversight bodies should be established to monitor the activities of state police forces, ensuring that they operate within the bounds of the law and respect the rights of all citizens. Additionally, comprehensive training programs on ethics, human rights, and professional conduct should be implemented to instill a culture of integrity and respect for the rule of law within state police forces. To achieve this, we must analyze the current legal and constitutional framework governing policing in Nigeria, discuss necessary amendments for the establishment of state police forces, and ensure checks and balances are in place to prevent any abuse of power. Considering resources and funding, we must assess the financial implications, explore potential sources of funding, and prioritize capacity building and training programs for state police personnel. Oversight and accountability are paramount, and strategies must be put in place to ensure transparency and adherence to human rights standards. State legislatures, judicial bodies, and civil society play crucial roles in monitoring police activities. Public perception and stakeholder engagement are vital. Understanding public opinion and engaging with stakeholders including traditional rulers and civil society organizations, is key to building trust and garnering support for this system. By examining successful models of state police forces in other countries, we can identify best practices and lessons to implement in the Nigerian context, showcasing how state police forces have effectively addressed local security challenges. An implementation roadmap is essential, outlining legislative and constitutional reforms, timelines, and phased implementation strategies, alongside capacity building measures for a successful transition. In conclusion, the establishment of state police force in Nigeria holds immense potentials for enhancing public safety and security. While there are legitimate concerns about potential disadvantages, these can be mitigated through the implementation of strong oversight mechanisms and comprehensive training programs. It is my firm belief that a well-regulated state police force, working in harmony with federal law enforcement agencies, can contribute significantly to the protection and well-being of all Nigerians. I urge all stakeholders to support this initiative for the betterment of our nation. Thank you, and may God bless.
Represented by the Vice President, Alhaji Shetim, Kasim Shetim GSN, our Chief Host, Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen. There cannot be a better time to have this dialogue on state policing in the face of our security challenges. The essence of this dialogue is to find lasting solutions to the challenges to public peace and safety. There has been clamor for the establishment of state control police to complement the activities of Nigerian police force. Several arguments have been made to the need for the establishment of state police. Some argued that the Nigerian police force is not living up to expectation in providing the necessary security for the citizenry. Others are of the view that police presence is not felt in many parts of the country, especially in areas requiring security, such as schools, communities, etc. Some contended that even the cities, police presence is mostly felt in areas dominated by the rich. Others still argue that police performance is generally minimal, hence there is insecurity in the country. These and many other reasons have propelled the proponents of state police. The question that needs to address is, what are the challenges militating against police effective performance in Nigeria? These challenges are: 1, inadequate manpower; 2, inadequate operational equipment such as vehicles, arms and ammunition, communication equipment, drones, area surveillance, security surveillance, helicopters, armored vehicles, and so on and so forth. Inadequate training of personnel. Training and retraining is vital to achieve optimum performance. This has not been possible over the years due to underfunding or lack of funds for training of personnel. Inadequate office and barrack accommodation. Most police stations and barracks that were built since the colonial period have not undergone any form of renovation despite increase in the strength of the force. This has impacted negatively on performance of the personnel. On the issue of state police, it is the submission of the leadership of the Nigerian police force that Nigeria is yet to mature and ready for the establishment of state-controlled police. This is due to the underlying reasons. One, there is no adequate resources in place for police infrastructure, such as police colleges, training schools, barracks, police stations, clinics, vehicles, communication equipments for the state governments. Again, there are potential for abuse of power by state political leadership. State governors could use police forces under their control for political or personal gain and undermine human rights and security.
You have 1 minute, sir.
Okay.
Correct this, please.
Please, I beg your pardon. I want to correct this. The President of Nigeria, ably represented by distinguished Senator Kashim Shettima, GCON, the Vice President of Nigeria. I beg your pardon. Furthermore, creating state police at the moment will exacerbate ethnic tension in the country. It could equally lead to potentials for divided loyalty, as there will be multiple commands in the states. There will also be conflict of jurisdiction. The dynamism and sophistication of crime in modern time is bound by capabilities of states to handle. We have incidences of terrorism, banditry, and these crimes are of very high caliber and requires a lot of resources. In view of this, the police leadership rather is recommending the following. Instead of creating state police, first merging the Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps and Federal Road Safety to form department under the Nigerian Police. Two, the yearly recruitment of police personnel into the force should be increased by at least 30,000 every year to meet the United Nations minimum standard of policing of 450 citizens to one police officer. Thirdly, increasing the budgetary allocation to the Nigerian police force to enable it to procure adequate operational equipment. Furthermore, improve training of personnel in modern policing to enhance capabilities and efficiency. Finally, to amend the constitutional provision, section 214 of 1999 Constitution as amended, relating to the establishment of Nigerian Police Force to include a new section that reads thus: the Federation shall, subject to the Act of National Assembly made in that behalf, fund, equip, and maintain the Nigerian Police Force as may be considered adequate and effective for the purpose of internal security, being the lead agency in internal security. Finally, I'll say that the police force, being the lead agency and a critical stakeholder in these security issues, wishes us, all of us, a good deliberation. Thank you very much, and God bless.
Well done, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. AIG Ben Okolo, representing the Inspector.